Can we talk about Ontario for a minute and how it's supposed to be the economic engine of Canada, and Ontario is going to lead Canada into a fucking depression? Never mind recession. Do you know that every mining company in the world has a office in Toronto, Ontario? And Toronto is now hovering just below 10% in the unemployment rate, which really means 20%, right? Because they're never telling you the truth. Let's just be clear about that. And I want people to understand that this is uh, nature's way of correcting. Because look at the real estate starts, okay, people building in Ontario, especially in Toronto, is zero. Zero. No new condo developments, no new apartment buildings, no new subdivisions. Don't count the cranes already in the air. No. Don't count the stuff that's being built today. I'm talking about starting. And the reason behind that is that it costs too much to build. And the fees are the killer. So companies, corporations that build housing, they're looking elsewhere. They're not building in Toronto. They're not building in Ontario. And Ontario is supposed to be the engine, right? 38, 40% of the country lives in Ontario. And it is like having a car with no engine. We need an engine fast. And we need things to shape up. Because the way it's going, the young people, they have no hope and no future in that city, in that province. If you own a house already and it's paid off, you might be okay because you have to just keep up with the taxes and your fixed costs. But other than that, the new people, the people graduating out of university with a loan and then no house to buy, it's a huge mess, and nobody wants to take responsibility, assume responsibility, and not only that, there's nobody who can fix it. You see, no politician wants to correct a dying society, because if they do, that means that they have to raise taxes, and that's not what people vote for. But as soon as they get into office, what do? The first thing they do is raise taxes. Every single one of them. And what the problem here is that we're going to find that just like what's going on in California, right? Look at what's happening in Ontario, California, where the guy set a toilet paper company on fire. And before he did, he said, if you just paid us more money, this wouldn't have happened. And you're going to see a lot more crime. You're going to see a lot more people doing some nefarious things. You're going to see people reacting in ways that they wouldn't if they weren't hungry. You get what I'm saying? I want people to really understand that this whole thing with Ontario, it's a big problem. And if we don't correct it soon, we're going to fall off a fucking cliff. There was a comparison made that Ontario to Louisiana, the poorest state, one of the poorest states in the United States. And we are hovering with those guys. And yet Ontario is rich. We got steel and nickel and all the stuff that we need everything else to be built with. And yet the coke fire plant in Hamilton is closing down. Our car industries can't make a profit. What a fucking mess. Help me reach 100,000 followers so we can get to the bottom of things like this. There you have it.